Yo, you need to raise your prices. You know what? Actually, funny enough, my original plan for November was that I was gonna like make price adjustments and start some more different commission types, like the body pillow thing and all that stuff, and animation commissions. But then like one thing led to another, and I got like 3 big projects to work on, along with just my normal load. Actually, I think at this point it's a higher than normal load. Give me a second. I'm just getting some things arranged. Hey, yo, wake up, sheepies! Stay off the grill. Don't get your wool into a fluff. It's time to wake up. Gotta go wake up. Okay, let me go adjust things here. That way, doink, doink, doink. There we go. We're listening to Pokemon music because I've been in a very Pokemon mood after ZNA, and I've been like trying to play some ROM hacks and ZA at the same time. But hey, how you doing, Zoe? That was a Steam debut? Yeah! Give me a second. I'm still adjusting things a little out on my end. How are you guys doing though? You guys having a good day? You guys having a good... Like, this is actually a first that I'm doing a afternoon art stream. Who knows? If I get even more commissions, all my streams might just be art streams. Let me go pull up a reference for Katie really quick. Where is she? Where is this cutie patooey? There you go. There we go. Talking about Pokemon, did you hear they lost a patent? I heard about that actually. I think that's good moving forward because then that means Nintendo doesn't have so much control. Pokemon Company? Nintendo. I think it's just Nintendo overall. Give me a second, let me adjust my microphone. Having less control means that more people can do more creative things in the field. I'm still waiting for like some more interesting, what's it called? Monster collectors? I seen one that's on Twitter that someone's been posting. I forgot what it's called, but it had like a very good like...
The Jobby drawing.
Yes, I do. It had a really cool like Octopath Traveler kind of look, like 2D but 3D. Give me a second, let me go adjust all the music's still loud. Boop, bop, beep, boop. There we go. But did you guys see the new Cobblemon thing? That drawing is cute. Adorbs? Yes, you are adorbs too. You are super adorbs. But yeah, I don't know if you guys follow Cobblemon, the mod pack, or the mod, but they released their 1.7 like preview, and it looks really, really good, right? Like, it makes me wish that the main Pokemon games would have flight or Pokemon writing like that. But the only game that did it like that was Pokemon Let's Go, and that was because there's only like 150 Pokemon in there. So they didn't have to like model every Pokemon. But for every Pokemon that's like in Let's Go, they did have a really cool writing thing. The monster collectors just don't get mentioned. No, they don't get mentioned, but I keep my nose close to the ground when it comes to those games, trying to find a good one. And I know about the Shin Megami Tensei game, but I want something like more adorable. I like my Pokemon to be cute. And no, we're not gonna say Mara is cute. Mara is definitely not cute, guys. I'm gonna say it right now. That's why I kind of like Digimon, but Digimon goes into the realm of humans. Like, I want my monsters to be monsters. Thing is, like, I tried to look at Temtems, and Temtems don't hit me like Pokemon. I was tempted to give Temtem a try just to see the gameplay, but it costs $30. Is Temtem still a thing though? That was like a while ago when I wanted to give Temtem a try. There's cute ones like Alice. Yeah, but I don't like, the thing is when I want to do a monster collector, I want to collect cute monsters, you know? I don't want to feel guilty for commanding something that looks too human. Gotta go. All right, take care, Zoe. But I want to show you guys the cool Cobblemon mod pack. Like, do you think we could do like a quick react while we're drawing at the same time? Because I really wanted to show it to you guys. It was really, really cool. And it got me excited because I was thinking like, oh, what if we did another server for the Minecraft thing, right? And I'll simplify the server. That way it's nothing too complicated. It'll just probably be Cobblemon and some trading mods, as well as some small like farming stuff, as well as like a reduction in like ore quality or ore number. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to like figure out a way to balance a Minecraft server. I've always been thinking about that with my own Forever World. Like, what can I do to make it so like you're not just overpowered? But at the same time, I kind of wish that there is some sort of like overwhelming number of resources. That way it encourages people to just build. I don't know. It's like a weird system because I want like, my goal with, if I ever do another Minecraft server, is to have 3 things: events, that you guys could earn trophies and shiny Pokemon from. Wait, I'm trying to think. 2, the Pokemon collecting as well as battling aspect. And then 3, the building. Especially the building aspect. I feel like the building aspect should be the most important part. You can't realistically, since vanilla isn't very balanced today. I know. Like, I tried looking into it, and like, the more I look into it, the more I realize how badly balanced it is. That's why I think if we go with the badly balanced side, then we should focus on building. Like, have building competitions and like have people like build. Like, we'll have like areas on the map where I say like, hey guys, I want everyone to have like their own build here. Like, we're gonna make a city kind of thing. I don't know. It's something to think about. And I know building's not for everybody, sadly. That's why I want to have other kind of events, but it's one of those things that I've been thinking about. It's just like the last time we had the server. Monster Sanctuary? I heard about that one. That one sounds interesting. I wanted to give that one a try. It's the 2D scroller one, right? Speaking of which though, I was playing like before I sleep, I usually play some Pokemon, right? So I took the opportunity to try out some Pokemon ROM hacks, and I think there's some sort of formula to Pokemon that I kind of like. Because I was playing Pokemon Odyssey, which is a ROM hack that's like combining Atrian Odyssey and Pokemon. And I like Atrian Odyssey, and I like Pokemon, but I won't lie that it didn't hit me like Pokemon, because it feels like Pokemon, but the story feels like Atrian Odyssey. I don't really feel like, I don't know, the aesthetic charm of like Pokemon, like being a youngster on a grand kind of adventure. Monster Hunter, oh, I really want to play Monster Hunter Stories. Wish I could play Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft is surprisingly intensive for what it is. I saw Monster Hunter Story games, and it's been on my wish list for so long. I just never got around to buying it. Same with World of Final Fantasy. World of Final Fantasy looks really fun. That one's also a monster collector. Same with Dragon Quest monsters. Like, there's a lot of monster collecting games that I keep track of, like, that I really want to do. It's just that, you know, never got around to doing them. I have World of Fantasy. How's that? I heard it's good. I know, like, there's a remake or redux that makes it, like, more, gives more content. The stacking is very interesting. Kind of reminds me of Disgaea. You know what's funny though? Like, I don't know if you guys ever played Tales of Symphonia, the one on the Wii, the Knights of Radagast, but that one's also technically a monster collector. I heard it wasn't that good though. Maybe I'll give it a try one day. I heard that like my Retroid can run Wii games, so I'll give that one a try. I've always wanted to play the game, but I heard it was really bad, and then like as soon as I wanted to get it, it was like technically rare, so I couldn't really find it in just GameStop. Yeah. There's a lot of really fun monster collector games that I have on my queue list. But here I am just playing Digimon and Pokemon. But I definitely, when I beat Digimon and Pokemon, I'll definitely move to those ones. I think I'll start with World of Final Fantasy because I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is like one of my favorite franchises. Then I'll probably move into the, what's it called, Dragon Quest, because I also like Dragon Quest. Welcome back! It's so adorbs. You're adorbs! You like Final Fantasy 2? Oh, I didn't know there was a monster collection aspect. Interesting. I had to play 13 too. It's kind of standard. I'm okay with standard. Like, it's not like I'm looking for anything like super elaborate. As long as the gameplay is fun, the story is like comfy, and like the what's it called? The monster collecting is very cute, then I'm okay with it. Like, I don't ask for much in my monster collecting games. Which is always like a pain when it comes to like ROM hacks and like actual monster collecting games. I won't lie that a lot of them take themselves a little too seriously. Like, the one I could think of is that Cassette Beast. One second, there's a garbage truck outside. Cassette Beast was a game that I was interested in at first, but I don't know. The game looks like it takes itself too seriously, and there's like, it's more focused on the story than it is actually like the monster collecting kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not looking for like something like super elaborate or super serious. I just want something like, oh look, a Pikachu, catch it. You know? That's what I look for, and that's why I felt with some of the ROM hacks like Pokemon Unbound and Pokemon Odyssey, it just didn't give me like comfy Pokemon vibes. It felt adventurous, and I like the way it looks and it's fun, but in terms of Pokemon, it's definitely not Pokemon. And I think that's the thing a lot of ROM hacks kind of miss out on. I think just the general comfiness and like the slowness of it, I guess. Like something about like I don't play my Pokemon games on fast forward on my my ROMs, right? Like Pokemon Red. I know there's like a fast forward, save state, all these kind of things, but I like to play them at normal speed, which is like the slower speed. You know? I guess the other thing too is like when you're playing like when you're playing Pokemon, like it definitely feels like a side version versus like your main thing you're like seeing or something. Like I feel like a slower game feels more of interest when you're like watching a video or something else with it, you know? And that's what I usually like to do when I'm playing Pokemon. In World of Final Fantasy, you have two main characters that use ability monsters to create stacks. Yeah, I saw that. And it looks really fun. It looks very simple, but it looks really fun. I'll have to give it a try one day. Like, I was thinking like maybe I could try it on stream, but like I said, RPGs like that tend to be harder to stream thanks to the general slowness of it. Right? That's why I usually just do my RPGs off stream. It'll be really great to see like a Pokemon game. Even like Cyber, or what's the newest one? Time Stranger? Digimon Time Stranger? Like, I wouldn't say that's comfy. It feels more adventurous, you know? Digimon World 1? That's comfy, you know? That game is super comfy. I love Digimon World 1, and I like to come back and play it every now and then. Like, just raise another Digimon. And just like, you know, train it, go adventuring with my Digimon, like fight battles, and then like come back to the city and train some more. That's what I consider comfy. Something where the story is not like the main handle of the game, it's like the side handle, and the main handle is just like carving out your own adventure and just like doing things at your own pace. You know? That's what I think is missing in a lot of, like, in my opinion, my humblest VTuber opinion, certified Alin Laphel opinion, I feel like more monster collectors need to dive into the idea of something slower pace. You're so talented. You're so talented too. What was the Digimon game that was impossible to finish? Digimon World 1? There's a lot of them. Like Digimon World 2 had a really painful kind of thing where like it's funny because Digimon World 2 I would consider more of an adventure monster collector, but it's very slow pace with everything it does. Digimon World 3 though, I think I want to play Digimon World 3 again one day. Like that one's also a monster collector, but the thing is you don't really collect monsters as much as you do collect evolutions, right? You don't get new rookies, you just get new champions and megas and ultimates, which it's still fun, and that one's a lot more comfier than like 2. But the thing is, like halfway through the game of Digimon World 3, it becomes like an adventure game, basically. The first half is pretty comfy because it starts off with you just doing the gym leader challenge, but then like suddenly like the world goes to crap, and then you have to go like fight the evil organization that's turning everyone into pigs. And I don't mind that, but it goes on for too long, and then like things get like really evil, and then you have like really long fetch quests related to it, and then like it's not really about like training your Digimon and just like going at your own pace. It's like, oh no, we have a supervillain we gotta destroy. You know? Was literally the one that was impossible to finish because of bug. There's a lot of them, actually, surprisingly. I think Digimon Cyber Sleuth had something like that. You know, Kuni? I heard about that one. Though, like I said, with my priorities, like once I finish some Pokemon and Digimon games and I fall out of the vibes for that, I might move into Final Fantasy or Monster Hunter Stories. Then I move into Dragon Quest. Oh, I heard Dragon Quest Builders 2 is really good. I saw the new Pokemon Utopia game, and I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for it. Like, it looks really fun. It looks just the right amount of comfy. I think like for a while I used to be like a long JRPG fan and just like play JRPGs a lot, but now I moved into the comfy vibes. There's just too many games. The Dragon Quest monsters? Yeah. I really want to give those ones a try. I actually loaded some on my my Retroid with some the ones from the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance Saga. Monster Rancher too. I should really give Monster Rancher a try. From the PlayStation 1. I don't know if you guys ever played Monster Rancher, but it's like an old one. You should make a Genshin Impact gaming stream. I tried it for a bit, but I won't lie, Genshin Impact is not my type of game. It just takes a little too long. I love the world, I love the characters, right? But I don't like how drawn out everything is. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. But it's one of those games where it's like JRPGs are long. This is like a JRPG times 3. But I played it like when I first started my channel. It was like one of the few games I started off with my channel, like playing Genshin Impact stuff. And then I jumped back into it. I did what's a Genshin Impact sponsorship? I forgot. It's either that or Honkai Star Rail. Good times. Back in the day. Gacha games are endless, yeah, and they're designed to feel endless too. There we go. Monster Hunter is fun. I tried it. Yeah, I love Monster Hunter. Don't know about like the newest ones, but like I liked World, but I'm on the board that I like Rise more because it felt more Monster Hunter-esque than World did, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, I really enjoyed Rise a lot more than I did World. And I don't know why. Like, I look back at it, World has a lot more mechanics and more content, but Rise felt more Monster Hunter-esque with just like its story and its vibes that it gave off, right? Message retracted. That was my opinion though. I wonder how the new game is doing, Wilds. I've been meaning to give that a try. I heard it's no good. Not like no good as in the gameplay's no good, but I heard like the PC port has like exploded and no longer working. And Capcom hasn't really done anything about it, which is kind of sad when you think about it. It's on the shorter side. How long is short? Because if you say 30 hours, I get that short for a JRPG, but that's not short to me. Okay. There you go. The thing is too, I don't think I'll be able to play Ni no Kuni unless it's like on the portable. Because I've been like just playing my portable games as of late. Just because it's so convenient to just open up the flip. I'm not gonna lie, I don't regret buying that flip. I was worried that I was gonna regret it for $300 because it was like shipping and tax and Amazon, all that stuff, right? I bought it on Amazon because I wanted to feel safer. That way, in case I need to return it, I can. But I don't regret it. The amount of games I could play on it, the Steam connection, the fact that I could do so much things on it, it's really nice. And it makes it easy for me to just like pick it up whenever I'm taking a break and then like play a little bit and then put it down. No regrets at all. The thing I liked in the most of the world was the critter crat. Oh, that sounds interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Put him in the house. Critter mechanic. Critter catching mechanic. I don't remember what critter catching mechanic you're talking about. From Try? Speaking of Monster Hunter, if I remember correctly, like Monster Hunter Freedom Ultimate Unite, or what was it called? Generations Ultimate? I don't know. It was like the one that actually had like so much content on the Switch. Or was it the 3DS? I don't remember. I think it was the Switch. And basically, it was like combining a lot of the Generation 4 monsters into one game. And I think you also play as the cat, the felines. I remember too because like I like playing as the feline. Catching that? Oh, you mean like actually catching the monsters? But you never really get to see them after you catch them because they get executed. There we go. But yeah, I heard that was on sale on Switch for like $9.99, which is really good because like the amount of content on that one, really crazy. Not the monsters, the little bugs. Oh. In the newest state of play, they announced DLC for the Wilds. What's the DLC for Wilds? What kind of DLC is it gonna be? Let me bring up a picture of Gary. There we go. Gary! Man, I used to be like super into Monster Hunter, but like when you have less time to play, it's harder for me to get into Monster Hunter again because Monster Hunter is a time commitment. I love Monster Hunter though. I will continue to admire it from afar. You know, as bad as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was, the music in that game was really good, right? I would say Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was the weakest of Pokemon games, But damn, the music is good. I didn't care. Wilds, I tried it too on my brother's PC. It wasn't as fun. It looked fun, but the problem is though, it just looks like, you know, it looks like it's gonna be a lot more grind. But that's just a Monster Hunter game in general. Like, a Monster Hunter game is just grind in general. If only the game didn't like crap itself on the PC version. I'm surprised like they're not really doing anything about the PC version. Okay. The fighting on the mount was interesting. Oh, there was fighting on the mount? I don't remember that. I remember I did like the demo on stream, but I don't remember anything beyond just fighting the monsters. I'm more of like a purist when it comes to Monster Hunter. Like, I usually play like the old-fashioned way. I remember when I was doing the demo on stream, and Story pointed out like how you were supposed to hit the weakness. No, I unga bunga my monsters. I hit where I can and I dodge when I can. If that monster dies, then it's by my hands. Recurrent 10k, that doesn't sound too bad. 10k still sounds like a pretty good amount of people. Not much you could do, one attack. How old is Monster Hunter Wild now? It's like 1 year old at this point? Did it came out this year? Wait a second, when did Monster Hunter Wild came out? I heard Night Rain was going to get new DLC, speaking of which, in the State of Play. While I enjoyed Night Rain, I don't know if I feel like I'm in an Elden Ring kind of mood. I've been in a very comfy, relax, and play Pokemon mood. Which might turn into Minecraft soon. It's low compared to the mill. Yeah, it's definitely lower, but that's just the normal cycle of games. Usually, games just lose a lot of player base as time goes on. But I think for what it is, Monster Hunter Wild, 10,000 sounds like a pretty good amount of people that they still have nowadays compared to, like, what's it called? I wouldn't say compared to, more like versus like actually losing their whole player base. But I'm surprised they're still able to play. And that's the thing too, that's only Steam. I imagine other consoles still have player bases. We can't just like take Steam as the only number count. Especially since back then when I used to play Monster Hunter, I always just bought it on the console. It's a bit more than Worlds right now. Yeah, that makes sense. World is like full of content too, you know? It only makes sense that that also is doing really well. How are you doing today, Alan? I'm doing well. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing well. There we go. I'd be more worried if they're like under 10,000, but I imagine that's gonna hit eventually. But I imagine that, what's it called? Monster Hunter did well for what it is. Got to go here. Alright, go. Take care. Was only one thing possible to happen in our stream. I don't know if I'm gonna ever play Growl. Unless they added new updates to it, maybe one day. Like if they finish up their player worlds and stuff like that, maybe we can come back to it one day. But as it is now, like beyond just the nostalgia trip, I don't know if I'll come back and play it. Steam Cube is no internet sub. That makes sense. Because you're not ready. Like the thing is, if it's an operating system, there's no reason to be paying internet. From what it sounds like, it's more of a PC like than it is actually a console, which makes sense because it's Steam. But I wonder how much it's gonna cost. I heard like rumors of all kinds of prices, and I imagine if it's gonna be able to run a bunch of Steam games, it's probably not gonna be on the lower ends of PC costs. That's for sure. I imagine it's gonna be a mid PC. Is it ready to play setup? I mean that makes sense because it's literally its operating system. It's kind of like a front loader basically. Congrats! Oh, I can make covers for my videos. Nice. Okay. I don't know how I feel about the Steam, what's it called, the Steam box yet. Because, sure, it sounds nice and all, but I already have a computer that can run a bunch of games. And I know, like, Windows suck, but at the same time, am I willing to spend out a lot of money for something that I can't even draw on? When my PC can already play Steam games? You know? And the thing is, too, I haven't been, like, in the mood of like modern video gaming, so I don't really have to worry about the whole graphics fidelity and stuff in my PC getting outdated at this point. Most of the modern games I want to play is already on the Switch. Switch 2? Probably more than a console in short term, but less in the long term. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty nice for people who don't have a good streaming or gaming computer, but I think it's like, if you have a good computer, like that's the thing I'm comparing it to. I'm sure this is like for people who have PS5s and they don't want to like, you know, they don't want to deal with having like the headache of having to make their own computer and swap out parts and all that stuff. Better laptop or PC? Yeah. The thing is like because it's its own operating system, I can't really run all the things I need, like Clip Studio, DaVinci, all that stuff. And at that point, it's like I'm buying a PS5, but a redundant PS5, right? Because the PS5 can play all my Steam games, you know? That's what the way I see it. I think I might not be in the general audience for it. I'll see what features it has added onto it in the future, but right now it doesn't seem like I'm the general audience for it. It will be a competitive rebuild? Pretty much. It's going to be pre-built computers, but even then, I think the competitiveness is going to come from a Windows PC then, don't you think? It's not actually going to be competitive against, like, say, PS5 and Switch 2. I mean, technically they're going to be in the same market, but I think people are going to compare it to PCs more because it needs to have a justifiable reason. Why would you buy this instead of a PC, you know? And like I said, chances are for people who use their PC for other things other than gaming, probably it's not the best bet for them. But I could be wrong. I don't know the features of it. I only know the surface level of it, and I would be interested to learn more about it. But as it is now, in my first impressions, opinion, I think that it's not for me. There we go. If it can't run Clip Studio, then I can't replace my computer with it. That's what I'm saying. And no, I am not downloading Wine to run Clip Studio on it. Console alternative with being the PC a bonus? Do you think? Because like, we could say it's a console alternative, but if it's outside the price market of a console, then it's probably not a console alternative. You know? Because like, I imagine if it's gonna be a game or a PC, unless it's running all the games in like medium or low graphics, it's gonna need a lot of latest parts. If it's gonna have a lot of latest parts, it's gonna be really pricey, right? So I imagine it's not gonna be the same price as a console. I think it's gonna be like the either low PC specs or like middle PC specs, which is gonna probably be the 700 to 1500 range, you know? And that's just being generous with it. Unless they have some sort of like their own part manufacturing that they could like insource it and produce them for a lot less. I don't see this thing being cheap. That's the problem. I heard it runs well. I mean, it can run well and all, but like I said, it doesn't run well for cheap, right? That's why I'm thinking about the price, price comparison, you know? Because if it comes out to be 400 or 500, I can see that being competitive in the console market. But if it comes out like to 700, I don't think that's going to be competitive in the console market, right? That's the big concern here. Let me go pull up another reference of Fufu. Hee hee hoo 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 hoo. Okay. Where is the references? I'm gonna use her colors from this video. You think she needs flowers on her? I don't know. I'll have to bring up some Oktoberfest drawings. There you go. Privately owns is privately owned, so they don't have to worry about shareholders, but they do need to make sure that they earn their money back from it, you know? Unless they're planning to sell this on a loss, that's the thing. Because like, part of the thing that makes the consoles expensive is those parts in the inside of them. Oktoberfest drawings or dresses. Oktoberfest outfits. There we go. My dog is like sleeping on my lap. And it's like a little annoying because he's sleeping on my lap. There you go. They mentioned that Linus tip video on it. They actually mentioned that they're selling at a loss. Because that's gonna be a bit of a struggle. Because I know they're making a lot of money off Steam. But the thing is, like, if they sell it at a loss, that can potentially be really bad for them, depending on the cost of the cost to manufacture it. Like, I don't know about the Steam Deck, but I don't know if that's sold at a loss. They can't price it at a loss since companies would buy it in bulk and they wouldn't want to buy any games. Yeah, so that means the price has to be very competitive, and we're not talking about, like, you know, Canada or UK prices. We're talking about like American price here. So we can tell that this is going to be marked up really high. But we'll see. I'm gonna say right now that there's potential. There's potential. I don't know if it'll be as big of a market shakeup everyone's gonna say it is, but I do think that it will present more players with the opportunity to PC game without having a PC. I mean, technically it's just a PC. Give me a second.
Alin Laphel,
Hey Fenner, how you doing? We're talking about the Steam Deck thing. The Steam box? We'll see how expensive it'll be. I don't have too much high hopes for it, but they could prove me wrong. Knowing Valve, they always pull out something, that's for sure.
Hey, oh, I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm just working hard on commissions as usual. Working hard or hardly working, Alan? I think its main selling point is that you can plug it.
The grind never stops.
The grind never stops. In fact, the grind is intense. I mean, like, that's the biggest selling point, which makes it competitive with the console. Like, we're going back and forth on this. I keep reiterating it. But I do think that, like, I think the cost is the thing.
Hey, oh, I won.
Because, like, if I see that thing pricing out of PS5 or a Switch 2, you know, I probably wouldn't buy it. And I don't even want a PS5, honestly. I think that's the biggest determining factor here. The thing that's gonna, like, make or break their sales. Because customer loyalty is good and all with Valve, but today's economy can't really afford, could barely afford, like, a PS5 or a Switch 2. You know? There you go. Just adding in the colors. It's rough nowadays. But remember, no PSN? But that's the thing though, because like even with not having to pay online, you still have to, like, you know, pay for the console up front. If you played a PS5 or a Switch 2 without paying for online, then you still get the better deal on that. Because online is not necessary. Even more so on Nintendo, because a lot of their games are mostly offline. Like, I don't pay for online unless I'm playing online, so I could just turn it on and off when I need to. Like for Pokemon ZA, I just have it on, but then, like, even then, like, what's it called? Online was $20 for 1 year, so I didn't mind paying for $20 for 1 year. Definitely will add up, but I think that, what's it called? I only pay for when I need it, and then when I need it, I just pay for a year because it's like $20. Might as well just get the whole year and I have online for a whole year. They got me there. How much does PSN or PlayStation Online cost? I know they increased the price recently, right? It used to be like $60 a year. PlayStation Online subscription. How much is it PlayStation Plus? $7.99, that's not bad. $7.99 a month. So like if I wanted to play a PlayStation game, I could just pay for $7.99 for a month. No, it's still $60. I just checked. It's still $60 for online membership. Which isn't the worst, but it definitely does add up. but at least you get a whole year for that. It would be nice not having to spend for online, but at the very least, what's it called? I don't think that's gonna be the amount of money that people are gonna save from playing Steam. There we go. I don't think online should be paid on. Yeah, because you're paying your own internet, but ever since the Xbox days, it became something very standardized by consoles, which I don't really like, but like they have control over that. So the most I could do is like abstain from it, but at the same time, it's like then I won't be able to play online. It's kind of crazy too to think about like how it all started with the Xbox 360. Xbox Online? No, Xbox Live. I think that was like the first console that did online. Technically, GameCube has online too, but I think it was free to connect. And the PS2 also had online, and it was also free to connect. It was just when the Xbox came out with their online service, they had the live service. And then they started doing, they had it paid. PlayStation 3 had it free for a long time, but then that got paid, right? Did you hear about the insane Nintendo thing they're doing? They're having a sale? Oh, I heard about it. I kind of want to buy some of it. Like, I might want to get 1000-Year Door, because I'm feeling that 1000-Year Door. It looks really, like, the sale looks really good. There's a lot of cool games in there. I'm excited for the sale, but then again, I should probably focus on holiday gifts for other people before me. I already got my big holiday gift. Maybe if I ask somebody for it. But I can imagine that thing is gonna go out fast if they have limited copies. A sale? Yeah! I think it was like, I don't know where it was supposed to be, but they said like select retailers. I think it will hurt their sales in the long run? Do you think? I don't... What do you mean by hurt their sales in the long run? Wait. I don't get it. Do you mean that like they're gonna sell lower copies? Or what? Because I don't see how that's gonna hurt their sales. Is there something I'm missing about the sales? Well, people will more likely wait for a sale. Like, the thing is, they could wait for a sale, but then like, Nintendo has it so rarely that when they do buy it, then people will buy in a lot, you know? And I think that argument could be used for a lot of things, like Steam essentially, because people will always wait for sales on Steam, but that never really affects the sale value and prices of games, you know? Games still get their day one sales and all that stuff. So I don't think, in my opinion, that having a sale is a bad thing. If anything, I'm glad they're having a sale, because more people will be able to try out these really good games. Let's see. I won't lie though, when it comes to Steam sales, like sometimes I do wait for a game to go on sale. Depends on the priority of it. If it's a low priority game, then I'll wait for it to go on sale, but if it's not, then I'll buy it. I don't think they'll be able to buy so many things that will hurt Nintendo. I think that's the thing though, because like, I think the thing is Nintendo's bottom line is still really high, and that's why they're probably doing this sale. Because they just want more money. Most of the time I wait for sales, yeah. I think that's the thing, like buying games, especially nowadays, buying games day one, you should save for games that you really, really want, you know? You shouldn't really buy all the games you want for day one. You should really like take the time and think about like, is this a game I really, really want? I'll show you what I want, what I really, really want. There we go. There's like a lot of games I really want, but sometimes you have to like wait a week or two and see, right? I know like there was like one game that I really, really wanted, but then like after a while I realized that I could put it on low priority. They were run by business people, not game people. I think that's the thing though, the developers are still game people, but because they're still making games in the way of games. It's just the problem is the marketing aspect, you know? The business side is definitely run by business people, more so than ever. But I do think developers are still pretty much gamers in their company, especially compared to other companies. There we go. Especially like seeing Satoru Iwata's not Satoru Iwata's Sakurai's Kirby Air Ride. Man, that game looks really fun. I really want to play Kirby Air Ride Riders? I forgot what it's called. That one looks really fun. Oh gosh. I was watching that direct and I just like how Sakurai just comes off. He's like, yeah, I did this just because I can. We need more developers like Sakurai. Sakurai is definitely a developer of developers. How do we get more Sakurais in the world? Okay. Man, I wish I had a Switch too. Because like I want to get Poketopia now. I want to get Donkey Kong and I want to get Kirby Air Riders. And I want to get the new Mario Kart game. There's so many games. So little money. Especially the holidays are almost here. Ho ho ho! The only game I bought a little while ago that was a Biotic, but you couldn't play it. Yeah, sadly your computer wasn't strong enough, but that happens. That's why I gotta find some games that everyone can run no matter what. It's getting harder and harder to find games like that that are cooperative and available for everyone to play. There we go. Castle Crashers? Castle Crashers is an option, but that's still like a paid option, you know? I've been trying to like find games that people can play without having to pay for it, because I know not everybody has money. And I try to like make sure that anybody that wants to be able to join can join, and they're not walled off because they have to pay for it. But I think we're starting to run our course on games that are what's it called? Are free to play. But I really want to play Minecraft. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys a video. My laptop isn't very good. Do you think I'll get in trouble for showing this video? Probably not, right? And if so, then I'll just cut the segment out. But I want to show you this really cool thing, right? Let me see. It's in my history. But like, I don't know if you guys seen the Cobblemon mod, but it looks really well done. I'm so excited for it. I think it's coming in like 7 days or so. Let me see. Like, let me see. This guy did like a video about like all the rideable Pokemon in the Cobblemon mod, and it got me excited. The animations look really clean, and like there's so much love in it, and I love it. I love it so much, and I can't wait till it comes out. I need to finish all my commissions so I can play this. Let me see. Let me share the screen really quick. Okay. I wonder if I could like hide or like make it like little for you guys so you guys could see it. But it's like really well done. Look at this animation. Oh, I really want to play this really badly. It reminds me of Pokemon Let's Go with its like animation too. I hope you have fun with it, right? Like the Cobblemon team has been like releasing such good updates, and I can't wait. I can't wait till this comes out. Super well done. 10 out of 10. Would give my life for it. The thing is, like, I've been weighing over like starting a miniature Minecraft server just so we could play this all together. Isho ni. Together. But yeah, looking at it, like, let me see if I can like skim through it because this person's video keeps zooming in on their face. But like some of this animation, like I think my favorite one I gotta say is the one where it's like Mr. Mime. You can mount the Mr. Mime, and I was like, what? What do you mean you can mount Mr. Mime? Right? Look at this. Look at this Mr. Mime one, right? You mount the Mr. Mime, and it's basically him miming a car. 20 out of 10. Holy crap. Amazing concept, right? And I like the Rever Room too. Like the Rever Room is literally just a car. Like it's
Mr. Mime.
Don't worry about it. Like the Rev Room is just a car. We have cars in Minecraft now. Like a lot of these are really cool, and it looks like they made it so every Cobblemon that you catch is writable, right? It's super cool. And there's like Under the Sea and In the Sky. Like everything's really, really cool. And it looks like it's gonna release soon, like in a week or so. And I'm excited because they're doing a countdown on their Discord, and I'm definitely on Discord.
It must have taken so long to do.
Pretty much a whole year. I was waiting for this update since like they announced it, and it's like been a year. But I am 1,000,000% excited. If you guys want to check it out so you can see if your favorite Pokemon's in there, right? Let me go copy the link. That's what I was thinking about. Like we should start like a miniature Minecraft server, like the 2-week server, and we'll have like mini events again, like we did before. And we can like actually have like flying races, right? Because like the flying Pokemon differ in terms of control and speed, which looks really cool. It'll be really, really neat. What's that? What's my dog doing? Give me a second. I heard him make a noise. Let me go check. He just jumped on the bed. But I'm definitely gonna like add this to my Forever World, and my Forever World's gonna be nice and comfy. Ultimate comf. My comf. My comf. Oh. You have a new statement for your credit card? Thank you for reminding me of the pains of the real world. There we go. But yeah, I just wanted to show a bit of that. It's so cool. It's so well done and amazing that I really want to give that a try. There's just so much things to do and so little time. That's why I was trying to like learn how to play my Minecraft, my mod pack, my Forever World portably. That way, what's it called? That way, I could start like doing it in between breaks and just like take a small break and play it. But I haven't figured it out yet. The other day I was rejected for a supermarket job. They said I didn't have the characteristics they were looking for. It's literally a supermarket job. I hate it when they do that. I'm here to just do my job and get paid. I hate it when like job interviews do that. It's like, what is your general interest in our workspace? I need the job. They want to hire someone cheaper, pretty much. That's the thing. Having a master's degree or a higher degree is like a trap, because then like these lower wage jobs won't hire you ever because they think they're gonna have to pay you more, and they will never hire you. My dog is barking up a storm. Okay. Oh yeah. I am excited for what the future holds. It's not even an interview. I just sent the CV. Dang. Jobs be that way. That's why, like, in between jobs, or when I was trying to, like before I was getting another job, right? I decided to just start my business. My art business. That way, in between jobs. Even cheaper? Even cheaper. Did I make her eyes too big? Yeah, I think it makes it look cuter. Cuteness overload. And if she wants it smaller, it's an easy fix. There you go. I think after stream I'm gonna take a nap, because I was up late last night until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up this morning at like 6:30 again, so I think I need a little nap after stream. Sometimes I just need to take like a quick 30-minute nap. It's always nice too, because like I conk out very easily. I think out of all the things that I have, like my greatest strength is the fact that I can sleep really, really comfortably and easily. I don't really need much to sleep. Like, I'm glad I have that, because I could get a good night's rest, and sometimes I sleep like a log. My nose is itchy. Is it allergies? I think my allergies are kicking in because of this rain. There was like a lot of rain in my area. I heard there's gonna be a lot of rain in the California area, the Los Angeles area. And I don't know if the rain's kicking something up, but as soon as I went outside, my throat was very irritated. Like it was super like sore and scratchy. As soon as I went into my place though, it stopped being scratchy. There is like something in the air, some sort of pollen. Could it be the zombie virus? The zombinos? Is it the age of zombinos now? There we go. If we do start the, speaking of zombinos, if we do start the Minecraft server, I think I'm not going to add create. As much as I like create, I feel like on a server, create's going to like destroy whatever economy or trading system we're going to have at all. Just because of its like ungodly ability to generate resources and do things. I don't think that's very legal.
Alin would want to be a zombie so he could work more.
Pretty much. Then I don't have to worry about my health anymore. No sleep, no eat. What am I gonna eat for dinner too, speaking of which? I don't know if I want to make another katsu sandwich with some fried potatoes. Either that or I could experiment with the oyakadon bowl. Have you guys heard of that one? It's the one where it's like made with like the chicken on top as well as like egg, and it's like steamed with the egg is like simmered with soy sauce and rice wine. Tastes really good. The thing is though, I don't have like chicken cutlets or chicken patties, chicken breasts to toss into there. So I do have some chicken cutlets that I could cut and place on top. I might experiment with that. Oh, maybe I should like, what's it called? Soften the beans. Then I could make some like simple beans.
Eating both the parent and the child.
Yeah, that's why they call it the oyakadon bowl. The oyakadon bowl. Yeah, because it has chicken and the egg. Kind of morbid when you think about it. But you know what? It's a cute name. I like my bowls the same way I like my meals. Oyakadon. But yeah, I want to try to make that today. Since I have a couple chicken cutlets left, and I don't think they're big enough to put into a sandwich. If it's in forest, I don't know how it is overseas, but I know like here it's wonky when it comes to those kind of things. We just live in tumultuous times. But I think I want to have a coffee. I think like the thing is I have a decaf coffee that I drink whenever I get tired. That way I can fool my brain into thinking it's drinking coffee. It's like, oh, thank you for the coffee, Alan. I'm like, no problem. Wink, wink. I gotta gaslight my brain to thinking that it's awake sometimes. Here it's probably better than USA, but not sure. Yeah, USA is in such a rough spot right now. I'm kind of glad that I'm starting my business now and it's kind of sort of flourishing. But I just hope that prices go down, because if prices keep going up, then I have to use I'm gonna have to raise the prices, and I think that's the problem because I have a lot of people that are from overseas that commission me. And I'm worried that raising my prices would outprice them, considering, you know, already right now as it is, it's pricey enough. That can be the trouble. I've seen people talking about that too, how like American artists are charging a lot, but it makes sense why they have to charge a lot because things are so expensive here. As long as the economy is so fundamentally broken, who knows how they're gonna fix it, honestly? Because at this point, it's gonna take a big overhaul. I'm not looking forward to my taxes. My taxes scare me because of how much money I made this year. They're gonna suck the life out of me. I need to buy more things for streaming and art supplies, guys. I'm buying a new tablet. Do you think if I bought a new tablet, it'll alleviate my taxes enough? I kind of need a new tablet soon, eventually. I don't know. Maybe not eventually. Maybe I could buy like a cheaper one, an emergency backup one. It's not tax fraud if I'm using it. It's for my art. I should buy some supplies though. Maybe buy some pen nibs. As soon as Black Friday hits, I'm gonna buy some pen nibs. Because I'm starting to wear down my pen nibs. I've been drawing so much, my nibs are getting eaten alive. These poor nibs. Niblets. Use it in a video? That's a good point. I mean, no, technically I can put them under my taxes because technically I'm an artist. I'm a freelance artist and content creator. So things I buy for stream and buy for, you know, art things, I can put on my tax return stuff. Granted, I wonder if they ever look at it, but it's a reasonable price and I could have the receipts for it. Like when I bought this tablet, the 16, since my 13 broke, I decided to replace it with this one and I put down my taxes for as exemption. As expense. If I do get a tablet though, I want to upgrade because like I think having more screens real estate is going to help me a lot more. Right now as it is, I'm only using a 16, but I want to get a 24. The problem is though, like making room on my desk for it. I'm considering like getting an arm for it. That way I can attach it and then swivel it around. That would be really handy. Ah, yes. I am not a business person. Maybe when I start earning even more money, I could have someone else like follow my accountant. Be my accountant, basically. Financial accountant. Granted, all my financial stuff is just going through me right now. I'm figuring it all out. They don't teach you any of this at school, that's for sure. They don't want you to start a business. They just want you to work at McDonald's when you go to school. Tax returns? Nah. The price of success? Yeah. Definitely the price of success. But I'll push even harder. If I want to make this like even more viable, I gotta make sure that I do everything I can to make it viable. They do an economy school? Psh. I took economics. They did not teach that economics. The only thing they taught was macroeconomics and microeconomics. They did not teach anything about like home economics. Even home economics is not focused on the financial part. Like, I don't know why it's not a mandatory class to teach you about these things. It's crazy when you think about it. Yabai desu ne? Okay. I like it with a little bit of yellow. Okay, let me see. Oktoberfest. Make it like one big black dress. Oh, maybe we should put the red apron. That'll make it look cute. Okay. And we can add this. A ribbon right here. School is useless nowadays, at least like half of it. I mean, it depends. It depends on where you're going for school, right? If you go in there for kind of a useless degree, it's mostly useless. But if you're going there for a useful degree, it's actually pretty useful. Like if you go for an art degree like I did, guys. I didn't make friends with the right people. I learned about finances a little, but that's because I literally studied administration and finances. I mostly forgot it. That's the thing too. I think my college professor put it best. You're going to be looking for jobs that's not in your field. You know what? That's what my graphic designer professor said too at the very first day of Graphic Design 1. He said, look around you in class. Only 10% of you will actually get a job in design and graphics. I was like, wow. Wow, but that's true. Only 10% of us. I know like one friend that I talked to, they became a teacher. Another friend I talked to, they got lucky with their art stuff, but like, you know, they didn't really like go forward with it. Like, it's crazy. 10%. And I imagine that's a lot of fields too, especially like the tech field. Because like so many people are encouraging you, like, yeah, go into tech, go into tech. But now it's a very oversaturated market, but we always need more tech people. But some of the tech skills that people are picking up aren't really applicable, you know? And some of the skills that they don't pick up are the ones that like are booming, like cybersecurity and stuff. Cybersecurity is a big thing that a lot of businesses are hiring for. But I can guarantee you a lot of people don't know much about cybersecurity. Because that's not like the fun thing. People like to do the different stuff, but not the fun part of cybersecurity, lol. But yeah, we are in a really rough spot with everything with the economy and stuff. But just gotta do your best to survive after all, chat. I know about cyber insecurity? 10 out of 10. I would not trust a CS person with anything. Yeah, that's the thing, because like a CS person just knows how to code necessarily, but like the thing is, it's like the applicable skills. It's sort of like learning painting, but then what are you going to do with the painting, you know? Like sure, you learn C++, and I think that's the thing that some classes lack, is teaching the applicability of the skill in a way. Because a lot of people don't know where to go from after finishing school, right? And I don't think that's the thing. After finishing college and stuff, they don't really prep you for the real world as much. Because just because you have a CS degree doesn't mean like people want to pick you up. Say what you must about like game design people, at least their game design is like a focus. And at least you know they specialize, you know? Even though like the job is oversaturated. All you learn is the law around it, not to be safe. Wait, what? Are we talking about computer science? I thought they teach more than that in computer science. I don't think they just teach law. The rules behind computer science. Unless you're talking about like the general like just the general like usefulness of the skill. There we go. Look how cute she is. I like Fufu. Cybersecurity is much more specialized, so you wouldn't get that from say just general computer science. There you go. And it just goes to the same idea as art. Oftentimes, like people will pick up like arts classes and stuff, but they never really teach you how to go about it, much less about starting your own art business. A lot of it is just learned from experience. But a lot of people get into the art industry through nepotism, either that or through like, what's it called, getting lucky and knowing the right people. Well, I guess that is nepotism. Because it's really hard to start like anything. And I imagine that's the same with computer science. A lot of people probably have been getting into it thanks to nepotism. Probably a good number of people have their own select skills, but I think as time goes on further and further, nepotism is like the way a lot of companies are going to hire, which makes sense. Why would you hire somebody with no reputation over somebody that you know that you could trust because it's like someone vouched for them? Like honestly, it just makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't help the general thing because like back then there used to be like jobs that give you apprenticeships and like gives you like their learning experience on the go. It's like you take the job and you're like learning it there and they kind of fully hire you afterwards usually. But nowadays that's not the case. Nowadays they're cycling people in and out, you know? I don't know why I'm talking about this because it's not applying to me since I'm freelance. There we go. Freelance artist Laphel, that's what they call me. Like, if I was playing Final Fantasy V, I am a freelancer. There we go. Looking cute, Fufu. I mean, just because someone vouched for them doesn't necessarily mean that you could trust them. That's true. But that's the thing, though. Like, would you rather have someone you have someone vouch for? Or would you rather have somebody that has, like, you don't know a single thing about? That's where the problem lies in. And that's, like I said, back then, that was solved with apprenticeships, you know? because then they hire you, they take you in. But like nowadays, they just use those apprenticeships slash interns as like fodder. They give them work for free, or sometimes for a low pay, then they kick them out. And they do it again. The world is funky like that. Just gotta do what you can. It's a little more easy to trust them though, yeah. Just do your best, chat. It's a weird world nowadays. You just have to make do with what you can do and do the best that you can. Give it your 100% after all. Give it more than 100%. The thing that drives me is just this underlying feeling to show the world what I could do, you know? I just wanna, like, as an artist, I feel like not many people...
say you know Alin Laphel.
You're right, nepotism. Like, I won't lie, when I started out, I felt like I couldn't do it. And I felt like the world was right that I couldn't do it. But I wanted to prove the world wrong. Like, you know what? I can do this. I can achieve my goals. My goals of being able to be an artist. My goals of being an entertainer, you know? And look where I am now. Rock bottom. The worst I ever been. No. That's what drives me to try to give it my all. Just the idea that like I gotta show the world that I'm worth it, that I can do it, that I am more than just that, you know? Let that be your driving factor. Maybe not for you guys. I don't know if you guys feel the same way as I do. You gotta put your all. I want to make it so I can. It's understandable to be unsure, but honestly, you aren't in that bad of a place. I know, but you know, it took me a while to get to this spot, you know? When I first started doing commissions, I really did not get that many. Most of my pay came from Action Kitty, and I was working for their comic, you know? That's where most of my pay came from. But now, like, Action Kitty is in hiatus, and now I'm making my own pay. And then when Action Kitty comes out of hiatus, I have to work from Action Kitty as well. You know? So, it took me a while to get to this spot. And if it wasn't for Action Kitty, like, hiring me that 1 year and allowing me to focus on my art to improve, yeah, you done really well, thank you. It's a shame too, like, I felt like a lot of people around me were getting the lucky opportunities that I didn't, like, necessarily have a chance to get. Like, people getting featured on the front page, things like that, like people getting acknowledged by Webtoons, stuff like that, right? When I was making my comic back then, and I was just like, kind of just trucking along, hoping one day I get lucky with an opportunity. And technically I did get lucky, which is just now. Maybe you'll be able to make your own Berserk. I don't think I'll ever make a Berserk. I've never been one for making something serious. It'll be something silly and like cute.
I feel that.
Yeah. But the way I've always seen it is that you have to be consistent. Don't die before finishing, yeah. You just have to be consistent. You gotta just be able to handle the workload, because when you get that lucky streak, you have to be able to show them that you can handle it, you know? And I think that's the thing that really built my branding, is just the fact that I've shown everyone how consistent and reliable I can be. And even now, even though I'm sitting on like what, 28, 30 commissions at this moment, people still feel the need to kind of hire me and kind of look forward to working with me just because of our past experience, my reputation that I've picked up somehow. You know? But it didn't came overnight. And I think that's the important thing. It didn't came overnight. It came from like years of just being persistent and pushing myself and kind of not like giving up. And I think that's the thing. It's gonna look rough. There's gonna be a lot of rough moments. You won't be successful all the time. In fact, you'll probably fail like 90% of the time and succeed 10% of the time. But those 10% of the time that you do succeed, take advantage of it. You know, exploit it. Smack it around a little. If your health gets too bad, that's true. I need I've been trying to take care of my health as of late, but right now I'm in a I gotta draw phase. Like there's a lot of things I gotta finish up. As soon as this is over though, as soon as I finish up all my current commissions, I'll take a small break. A very minor 1-day break. Then get back to work, Alin. Hits you with a whip, Alin. There we go. And then we'll toss the gear motif. And then the black hole motif. Don't do a Oda? I don't know. I won't lie. I kind of aspired to be that, like, productive, honestly. I know it's bad, and everyone tells me it's bad, but that amount of dedication and that amount of being able to do so much, I kind of aspire to that. Even though, like, it is bad for his health. It's sort of like Sakurai, right? Sakurai also had the same issue, where he was, like, literally working from the hospital for a while. I think it's very common with because of Japanese culture, but I kind of aspire to be that determined and hardworking. He's being forced to take breaks. I think I probably need that soon. I probably need that soon too, actually. I probably will get to that point, but I find that very inspiring how he's so motivated. Want you to get hurt? Yeah. Because it's really hard to stay motivated when in creative fields. And the fact that he could do that, very awe-inspiring. Like, I try to feel that way for the last, like, what? How many years have I been streaming? 3, 4 years now? I try to feel that way. Keep myself motivated, keep myself going, right? Trying to make sure I hit those deadlines, stay consistent. Both in streaming and both in art, right? I haven't really taken, like actual vacation days, technically. Because, like, the days off is because I had to go home and visit family and do some family stuff. And the other days off are usually because I had to finish up art. I haven't had, like, one full... Well, no, I take that back, though. The thing is, like, I have inconspicuous lazy days. Unplanned lazy days, you know? Just like, the other day, I think it was, like, last week, I was, like, incredibly lazy feeling for a while. There we go. Talk about webtoons. I heard popular ones are getting adapted to animation. There's a lot of them, actually. That was the thing too. Like there's a couple like webtoon artists I know who said their stuff are getting adapted, but the problem was that. Actually, can I talk about it? Because technically I'm not NDA. My friend is. My webtoon friends are NDA, and I can't say it for them. Okay, how about this? There's a bird on a bird, right? And they were looking at each other passionately in the eyes as they whispered gossip, right? But the bird said to the other bird, "Those contracts suck." I'm not a webtoon artist. I just heard it from my webtoon friends. Like, holy crap. The one about the commenter that get related? Yeah, because like I have some webtoon art friends who work in the industry, and they said that they got offered animation projects, but they declined it just because of how bad the contract is.
That's making me miss some old webtoons I used to read.
Yeah. I wonder how Webtoon's doing. I know like Webtoon's been moving away from originals and like moving towards like actual published works. Like I know they publish like Full Metal Alchemist and other stuff on their site now. Do they still do originals on there, or like I know Lore Olympus finished. I know a lot of smaller comics are done. Like what's their next big title as of late? Because I know like they have like deals with DC. I don't know about Marvel, but they have also with like manga. And it's crazy how many big titles they're getting, but because of the big titles, they're kind of pushing away to small potential artists, you know? Potential man here. Time flies fast. Oh.
Offtask is their next project.
Over my dead body, after knowing what Webtoons does behind the scene, I'm gonna stay indie. There you go. I mean, I was thinking about that. Like, if Webtoons ever came to me, I wonder if I should stay indie. And that was gonna be like a catch 82, and it's gonna be like a problem solved. And the thing is, I do have the ability. Part of the reason I tried to push myself to finish weekly chapters back then was just to show everyone that yes, I can make weekly chapters. Yes, I'm a artist that can work really efficiently with my time, right? But it was all towards the wrong direction because technically Webtoon never knows me. Has bad contract clauses. You don't know the half of it. Holy crap. The thing is too, like my friends, they hired lawyers, but they also want me to like look over it too. And I read through some of those contracts, right? Ooh boy. Ooh baby. I'm not under NDA. I never signed any NDA because I was not contracted by Webtoons. I was a freelancer. Not NDA. But just to cover my ground, I'm gonna say allegedly these contracts are bad. Is it worse than web novel contracts? I haven't seen a web novel contract because I don't know anybody that works in web novels. But I would say it's definitely worse than like if you signed up with Shonen Jump or something. Like despite them being pretty big, they're... Maybe I shouldn't talk more about this. I'll die. They're gonna come to my house and kill me. They're gonna be like, we heard you talking crap about us. But yeah, just... There's a lot of people already that talk about it on the internet, right? People who talk about it on the side. But I've seen some people who are really bad. Must be revised. It's not gonna be revised, sadly. Because this contract was like years ago and it's only gotten worse according to like other Webtoon creators. Yes. Yeah, and that's actually surprisingly common. My professor back in college who worked with Sony, and he told me, right? Because it was a 3D modeling class, and he told me how he used to work for Sony for 3D modeling, right? But he told me how basically in the contract with Sony, it literally says you do not own anything you create, even on your off time. If you made anything in your off time, Sony owns it. He told me that, and he said that that's why he had to create aliases and like other names online, like to share his works, is because that he literally Sony has him in like had him in a grip hold, right? That he can't like anything he creates, anything he thinks of belongs to Sony officially. Crazy. Yabai desu ne? And I think that's surprisingly common in the industry. The fact that they take ownership of anything you make. Alright, we finished Fufu. Doesn't she look cute?
Thanks for mentioning 3D modeling. It reminded me I need to continue the Project XD.
Do your best. That's horrible. It's horrible, but it's very common. And the thing is, they can't do that because one, I get why they did it because it's protecting their own rights, right? Two, they're a big company so they can get away with it. And three, it's essentially just their way of making sure that like the people that work for them, since they have high prestige, the people that they work for them, technically they have a hold on, you know? But that's essentially the Webtoon, but it's a little it's a little iffier on that. Talking to lawyers. Blech. Blech. The thing is, like, being independent, while it is rough, it is better for the bottom line because you get all the money from it. I think if I made something, I would publish it myself, and I don't intend to live on that. Yeah, if you're creative and you're not making money off it, you should just keep it as a side project. And then you should... The thing is though, that doesn't mean you can't like plan things out to monetize. It's just that you have to plan out your monetization on the side. and not make it the main thing. Give me a second, I gotta bring up Katie. It's hard being an artist. Honestly, it's hard to do a lot of jobs, but I think art especially is really hard.
Boop, boop, boop.
I know. And technically I'm my own person, my own spokesperson, so I could literally draw whatever I want. It's just that I'm making sure that I stay professional. So regardless of what happens, I need to make sure everyone understands my modus operandi. My operandi de modus. Okay. There you go. We're almost done with this one. I wonder what Oktoberfest looks like. Unless at least artists own the art they create, unless they're in some kind of contract. Yeah. If you're independent, yeah, you own all the art you make. So, but if you're not independent and you're working for somebody and you're contracted, yeah, most of the time you don't own anything you create. Don't be like Sony and take the work of others when you're not like essentially when you're not working on hours. I think that was the crazier thing because the contract specifically said too, all things they create even on the off hours. That's what he told me because we were getting lunch together.
Me of the Disney Porn Vault XD.
The Disney Porn Vault? What? What's a Disney Porn Vault? What? Let me look this up. That's not real. There's no way that's real. Disney Porn Vault. The real Disney Porn Vault is an open secret. What? Fun fact. Give me a second. Fun fact. I asked Jeff Geode Good, creator of American Dragon at a FurryCon, how do you feel about your character, people making your lewd art of your characters? He said, oh, Disney sat me down and showed me all the kids. Wow, this will happen to your show? Wait, do they save it? It's like made from other people? Or is it like their own artists? 3 things I found hilarious. Jeff Good in a FurryCon. Disney acknowledges and prepares show creators that their show will get porn and has examples on hand. Disney doesn't just have examples. Story time. Yeah, years ago I dated an animator chick. During the short time together, we ran around a lot and met a bunch of industry people in our area. One of them used to work for Disney and we were hanging out and he said, hold on, goes on to check his closet and he came out with a couple stacks of printer paper. What followed were a couple of hours of hysterical laughing as we paged through a history of Disney animation porn edition. See, Disney has this weird rule in their artist contract. Everything you create while in their employ is theirs. Literally like Sony. Even in the off time is one of the reasons they are reviled in the industry, but the rule was set in place to basically steal good ideas from their staff and force them to, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so just like Sony. The joke's on them though, they didn't count on most artists being giant perverts. So Disney ends up earning them smut of everything they ever created, and also their policies they had to keep it. Every artist knew about the smut vault, and our buddy had photocopied a chunk of it. 2 to 3 feet of smut. Snow White, Rescue Rangers, Goofy, Minnie, Mickey, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, you name it, it's there. Some of it was mild, the topless Little Mermaid stuff, and some of them were raunchy. All of it animation style, the films and shows. So yes, not only do they know that there's porn, but they have a porn vault. Huh. Some artists do it despite them. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is all alleged though. I don't know how confirmed this is, but that's crazy. Holy crap. It's time for me to develop my own porn vault, guys. You know what? I'm realizing it's time for me to make my own porn vault. You know, that's kind of evil though.
How does it feel to be cursed with knowledge XD?
I feel enlightened. Like, I won't lie, when I first started... Okay, story time with Alin, hee hee. When I first started streaming, I was so deathly afraid of being cancelled. I was like, oh no, if I start talking about smut or lewds, there's a possibility that someone's gonna take it offensively and cancel me for it. Right? So that's part of the reason I really encourage to say so. Now I just do it as a joke. I'm no longer say so, I'm evil so. I admit it, my say so card has been revoked. Granted still, I'm pretty innocent with my drawings. Even the ones I do for Fifi are still pretty innocent. But I think I need to start like stepping out of my bounds of what I could do. You know? I need to start like exploring and trying things out because a lot of people are coming to me for all sorts of projects and I can't just keep denying them for that, you know? I can't deny the furry stuff. I can't deny the the etchy sketchy stuff, you know? I need to keep my doors open. Surprised you didn't know? I don't know much. Like I said, I don't really delve into internet culture and stuff. So there's a lot of things I actually don't know. Your say so streak ended with the Steam fame? Yeah, my stream fame got it. The thing is though, like the only problem is that I had to keep it a secret from my friends, guys, because my friends do not want me to go down that route. But I'm gonna have my own vault. We're gonna have our own personal vault, chat. What website can I draw not safe for work on? Kick? Alright guys, we're Kick streamers now. If VTubers want to volunteer for not safe for work, then do so. You heard it here, chat. Alan's going wild. He's unstoppable. He's drawing everyone pregnant. You know what though? Thinking about it though, like I guess if I ever get a if I get a bad employer, I could threaten them with that. I'll be like drawing lewds of their character and say like, you can't stop me. You own this now. This is your character. Imagine though, imagine if like Disney ever got like a mega leak like Nintendo got. Can you imagine if their Disney porn vault became public, like actual confirm and like everybody's seeing it? The world would go on fire.
And then they would thank you, Alan Louise.
Yeah, I'm realizing more and more people appreciate my art. Watch out, there's some artists that got attacked for not drawing something last week or so. I heard about that. But that's the thing though, like, what's it called? I'm just gonna disconnect. I'm not gonna even acknowledge it. If people get offended by what I choose to draw, because I won't lie. I'm gonna say it, guys. I'm gonna say it.
Twitter being Twitter.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to draw yaoi. I said it. I don't want to draw yaoi. Not because I hate it or anything, but I personally do not like it. You know, it's not hate. You can like it all you want, but it's just because I don't feel comfortable doing it, and personally I don't have the skill set to make it look good, and personally I don't want to see it myself. You know?
Time to send a swarm of 80k people against you.
No, of all people that could have been here to hear me say that, it had to be Sorty. Now he's holding me hostage to draw him etchy sketchy one-touchies.
Hates drawing dude, so drawing 2 is the worst, Alan Louise.
7 people on Twitter is mentally offended. Yeah, they're jealous for real. No, the thing is they don't like it because it goes against their religion and ideas and that, you know? Personally, like, I don't mind what I do, and I never hold it to anything because to me, it's art. It's just being cute. It's being silly, you know? So that's why I never really like, even though I'm not the most pious person in the room, I never really used religion as my way of like kind of explaining it. Once you draw what they want, yep, I think that's the thing. And that's the thing too, that I feel like a lot of people don't get. There's so many artists on the internet, you'll be able to find someone else out there that will draw the drawings that you want, you know? Like, I can't do a lot of things like Gundams and stuff.
Okay, but would you draw it if it was a shit post?
I would draw it if it was a poop post, yeah. But if it was like serious yaoi, I probably wouldn't be able to draw it. You know? Like boys kissing and things like that. I don't mind drawing like girls kissing, and I don't mind like drawing like, you know, boy and girl kissing, but two boys I can't. I'm sorry, guys. It's not because I'm insecure, it is because I know exactly what I want. And what I want is not that. Not because it's bad or anything, but it doesn't fall into my taste. And here's the thing, everything I ever drawn,
People can't
I have a general interest.
answer water is wet.
Pretty much.
Okay, it needs to be 3 boys then.
No, like the thing is, the reason I could draw so quickly and so well is because a lot of times, a lot of the drawings I do, I have a general interest in. They're just things that I find fun, silly, like, ooh,
Drawing
I could do
cute
this.
boys or girls?
I'm drawing cute girls. I want to be like a Japanese artist and just primarily draw cute girls, but I know that's not my case. Cute girls doing cute things.
Oh my god.
Yeah. If I get canceled for this, guys, I'm gonna blame it all on you. And I'm gonna backtrack. Choices latte with the best milk. It's like illegal under the country, yeah. So I think that's the thing though. It's just people on Twitter. I will blame Swordy. I'm gonna do my secret technique, redirect. Don't need to force yourself, especially now that you made a place for yourself. Yeah. And the thing is, my place is pretty wide. Lurk, thank you for lurking. Like, I can draw surprisingly a wide amount of things, between like scary and creepy to furry to like to cute anime girls to JoJo. Even though my JoJo art is not that good, I want to improve on that. Like, I have a surprisingly wide range of stuff that I could draw. So, except for Yaoi. I'm sorry. Gigi would be so sad with me. She loves Yaoi. She's always talking about Yaoi. She's like, Yaoi? Wowie Yaoi, she would say. Quotation mark. GG 2025. But I'm sorry, I cannot draw it. You know, whenever I watch Gigi though and she's talking about Granblue, I like how every conversation ends about Sandalphone. She's one of the Sandalphone fan girls. And not because she likes Sandalphone, as in she wants to be with him. She wants Sandalphone to be shipped with every other guy. Blame me? No. We can push all the blame on Swordy. I like Gigi for that though. Like, here's the thing, I don't mind like talking about Yaoi and laughing at it with other people, and maybe there might be a Yaoi story I might enjoy or two, but it's not something that I want to draw. And when I say Yaoi story, it has to be like a story where the guys look like girls. That's the only Yaoi story I would actually read. When everybody looks like... I would say lightly. I don't know if I could draw Yuri well.
Would you end up talking Alin?
Like Hideyoshi from Bakuto Test. And then there's like the... I'm trying to think of other traps I know. Fujoshis are intense. They are intense. I haven't read much. I haven't read anything in a while too. But I remember back then, like the ones where like the cute boy, like wasn't there another one like that? There was like a student council where they took like they made the main boy into like a girl and dressed him up like a girl. Hi Nova. Is Nova here? I don't see Nova. But yeah, that's like the only yaoi I would read when the boys look like girls. I don't know. I just like girls, I guess, guys. I know it may not seem like you guys, but I like girls. You know, like, I think that's a funny thing too. Mama Sheep was worried too, like she didn't know if I like boys or girls.
Astolfo, Felix,
yeah, like those. I don't necessarily like them in the sense that like I want to date them or anything, but I do find the story with the romance stuff involving them kind of cute. Like especially Astolfo's, when you see it with the main character and they have like cute little moments, it's like, oh yeah, that's cute. Because they look like a girl. The only yaoi I heard was Summer and the guy died. I didn't care for it. The ones I've seen are like usually the ones where it's like school stuff. I don't think I've read a yaoi story that's actually seriously yaoi. and it's the boys looking at each other. It's like a girl and a girl, or boy or girl, or boy and boy, alleged girl dressed up. But that's the thing too. It's like I cannot draw the subject, but I can still respect it and laugh about it with everybody else. And I think that's the thing that people need to understand, right? There's realms of what people are willing to do. I'm sorry though if you guys were like planning to commission me one day to draw yaoi, because it's not gonna happen. I need to put that on my VGen really quick. Thinking about it, I should probably put it on my VGen to say I will not draw yaoi. Just to cover my bases. Do you think people will be offended with that? I don't know. I don't think they will. It's not something to worry about. Yeah. There we go. Then we have to add.
Protecting himself like he should against the Twitter mob lol.
I'm just covering my tracks, you know? Even if they start attacking me, at the very least I should have my tracks covered. I can't make Alin draw yaoi. I wouldn't mind doing it. Like, here's the thing. I don't mind drawing it in a non-serious environment, you know? If I'm drawing like two guys kissing, but their tongues are like extended like frogs and they're twisting around, like I don't mind doing something like that. But if you're asking me for like a serious shot of like two guys kissing, or like, I don't know, maybe not even like two guys hugging. I don't mind drawing two guys hugging. But if it's like kissing or anything like sticking their hand down the shirt, then yeah, I want to do that. You know? But if it's something completely non-serious and like, ooh, that's silly, that's dumb, I don't mind doing something like that. Because I'm a grown adult and I can distinguish between something that's serious and something that's not serious. Like, I don't know. When it's something that's just as a joke, I can laugh it off and laugh it with them, right? Okay, we're almost done with this one. Then we just have to do a quick backdrop. Okay. Fufu's looking really cute in this thumbnail. I don't know. Something about the Oktoberfest dress looks really nice on her. I think that's something that I think like people like coming to me for commissions for. It's the fact that when I draw them, sometimes I give them different outfits over their like normal outfits. Like I done like a robot design for Fufu. I done this October design for Fufu, right? I can't get over how cute it is though. Look how cute that outfit is. Oktoberfest dresses are very cute. Okay, next is for Gary. Gary! There we go. It's been raining really hard. I heard that this week it's gonna be like a whole week of rain.
Within the art style of those pointy chins one.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that either because it's not serious. That's the thing. Like, it's not very serious to be taken. Like, I could make a joke out of it and laugh with them. Some artists probably charge for stuff like that, do they? It's not like I'm designing the outfits. I just like look at an outfit and then like copy some aspects of it, right? So I copied some aspects of this dress, combining with the dress that she had on to create this dress. Very simple. It's sort of like what I did for the monster designs for you guys. It's just copied a bunch of aspects and like put it all together and then like tying it with a ribbon. That's what I do. I do like reading yaoi because a lot of stories is the ML is a piece. You know what? I noticed that, especially on webtoons, a lot of romance stories there for some reason have the most toxic like characters. If you think what's it called is bad, Rent a Girlfriend is bad because they never progress. Like webtoon romance is like
those kissing each other's except they're eating each other's mouth.
Yeah, I've done that already. Though not like with males, but I don't mind doing it with males. But yeah, like a lot of webtoon romances are like downright abusive and like crazy. When I find out it's a BL, I refuse to read it. Like I said, if it's a BL and the characters look like girls, then it's kind of fine. As long as they don't go like, you know, stripping naked. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot these guys are girls. Just like that one story, the one where like half the school is girls and half the school is boys, and they switch out every week. Oh, I love this song. We should have like our own Alin walking around with this song. Dun, 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 dun. One reads what they want to read. Yep. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. But yeah, don't get me canceled on Twitter, guys. I know I said a lot of things today, but I think I said a lot of things that are offensive to people on Twitter, but to the normal layman, they don't find it offensive. So don't post me on Twitter. There we go.
To be fair, what's not offensive on Twitter, Kappa Pride?
That's a good question. There's so many things that are offensive on Twitter. You can literally say, like, that's the thing. I think someone described it well. You could say, I like pancakes, and people will get offended saying, like, so you hate waffles. That's literally Twitter in a nutshell. But I won't lie. I've been on a, like, I've been trying to avoid Twitter as of late by playing actually video games. Right? Whenever I feel like scrolling Twitter, I just play like a quick game for a break instead. But lately, I've been like fixing my feed, and I've been muting everybody that's literally just rage baiting, you know? Anybody that rage baits on any topic, or anybody that's just looking to make people angry, I've been just muting their account. And it's been working out pretty well. I've gotten to the point that I'm so tired of all this like silly dumb drama and stuff that anybody who literally is just like causing it, I just mute.
I just look at cute artwork on Twitter, just look at the new
Same, I've been doing the same, but the thing is lately my feed has been becoming more and more full of like these people who are kind of like rage baiting on purpose, whether it's in the art thing or if they're rage baiting on video games, right? I've been just literally muting everybody. Like, I don't mind reading criticisms and seeing like what people have to say about like, yeah, I hate the Poketopia's game card, or I hate that this is not going to be $70. Those are reasonable criticisms. But when someone says like, oh, Power World's better than this, I know they're 100% rage baiting, and that's why I mute.
Been saying lots of rage bait about art,
exactly,
like the one said earlier, Limo.
Yeah, and I've been I've been muting those too, especially like artists that just like going around and saying like commission me instead or stuff like that. It's like, ugh. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like the reason is because like a lot of kids are getting on Twitter for some reason. I see people repeat, yeah. So I've been like doing my best. If they're a kid, or if they're like what's it called? If they're baiting really hard, I pretty much mute them at this point. I'm not dealing with it anymore. And the thing is, you could easily identify it.
Alin wanna say something?
I want to say they're not really a master at it. But yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like once you start doing that and you just like start blocking out people like that, you feel a lot happier.
Got to do the same about streams, lol.
I feel the same way too, but at the same time, it's not as important. Usually I watch what I want to watch, and whatever else is there is just there. I haven't really explored new things, so.
I meant yours.
Oh, wait, what do you mean? Like rage bait on my stream? Hey guys, I'm here to talk about the newest Steam box and how it's garbage, guys. $7,000 for this? You know what? I could spread misinformation too.
Ever since I stopped streaming and got away from vtuber drama,
Yeah.
life has been a lot more chill.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like life is a lot more chill, and you know what? A lot of things on the internet don't really matter. And when you disconnect from it, you find yourself to be a lot happier, honestly. Right? And that's what I've been feeling a lot recently. I've been very like upset and like angry at like these people who are saying all kinds of dumb things. But that's exactly what they want me to feel. And you know what? I'm gonna react the way I should, which is like muting them and just blocking them and moving on with my life. Can't distinguish fiction from reality, basically. And I think that's the problem too, because I feel like
I noticed that the vtuber space is unbelievably toxic XD.
Heck yeah, that's the thing too. You had to find your group of friends, your group of people, right? Like so far, like the people I've been working with and talking with, they're all been really kind people, right? Like Fufu, Katie, Fifi, Grace, right? Rico, right? There's so many VTubers I met through art, and they've all been the nicest people ever. It's just Twitter. That's where you see the VTubers who are trying to kill you. And those are the VTubers I mute immediately, because like the VTubers that are like restating drama, like attacking people, those are the ones I'm muting because I don't want to see it. And if you're trying to make a big deal of like something that's like so insignificant, I don't want to see it.
People I met are VTubers, but the worst people as well, Limo.
Yeah. That's the thing. The way I see it, if someone's like spreading rumors and gossip and all that stuff, I don't think necessarily they're very good, in my opinion. Allegedly, they're good people, you know. In my humblest opinion. But you do what you can. You make do with what you got. Just be the happy person you want to be. I think my dog needs to poop soon. What time is it? Okay, we'll finish up stream eventually, and we'll... Did I use the wrong color? Give me a second. He's like walking around.
Shock him. Why Harvey and opinion? My experience with Alin Google Doc Gek. At Sordy 97, oh god.
I see what you said, Sordy.
That Alin is a femboy.
No, just because I said he's walking around doesn't mean I'm shocking him. I usually, like when he's walking around a lot, I usually grab him and put him in my lap, and I judge whether he needs to poop or not. Because if he starts shaking, that means he's like holding in his poop and he really needs to poop. But if he's just walking around, then he's just walking around basically. But I'm not shocking my dog. In fact, I put him on my lap. Don't shock him. No, guys. A lot of people are bad. Yeah, and that's why I just mute them. I just 100% mute them. Because some people are rage baiting, some people are doing it for attention. I hate it too. Oh my gosh. Shut up, chat. I hate it so much how much our culture now, especially like people step into popularity, is by stepping on other people and pushing them down. You know? People, as soon as something goes wrong for another VTuber or somebody like big, their first instinct is to jump on top of them too. Same with like, this also applies to like YouTube channels. Like as soon as like things go wrong, whether it's games or companies, the first thing they do is talk about how bad it is. Like I hate it when I see it with Steam. Like I've been seeing some videos about it, like Steam is over, Steam is dead. I hate it when I see it with Nintendo. Nintendo's died.
Milk the situation.
Yeah, I hate it when I see it with PlayStation. Like some of them have good, valid points, but about 70% of them are just doing it for the attention, you know? When I want to see criticism, I want to see actual good criticism, not like twisting data and misinformation, you know? And I hate seeing that. And they do it because it's a good step in that direction. Negativity is a better way, or it's much more successful than positivity, you know? But that's why I whenever I see a channel that's doing that, I just mute them. I block their channel. I don't want to see it. Some of the rage bait things are real. The thing is, like, they can be real and stuff, but most of the time, they're not. And the things that they're rage baiting on is something that they just keep on going on over and over again. Have you ever seen those channels where they milk a situation? Like, especially VTuber channels, where they milk the, like, for example, Cinder recently, right? The Cinder situation, and they make like, what, 20 to 30 videos on it? Holy crap. And I get that, you know, it's their quotation mark job, but like, I don't know how I feel about the idea of pushing somebody down for your own success, you know? That's why I could never be a drama tuber. I could never take advantage of someone else's failures, especially like how a lot of people, they try to do it before anybody else does. That way they could get like...
there was that one channel that pumped like 3C.
I know, exactly. And the thing is too, a lot of times they do it without actually doing any research or stuff, right? They didn't read any of the allegation stuff.
For a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It's crazy. So that's why I tend to block channels like that. I'm not gonna say their channel names, but you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. Even some of the bigger ones I don't even pay attention to. Like, maybe I'll check out their channel if they have like an article or they have a talkie piece that I'm kind of curious about, but usually I don't watch their videos. Same with like people like Asmongold and stuff, right? Asmongold seems like a pretty cool guy behind the scenes, and I've seen like what he is like behind it, but I really don't like his persona on stream. It's always full of like misinformation with some of the things he talk about, and like he essentially just very brash and like immediately jumping on the situation and reacting to it. Twist and misuse statistics. Why do you expect more from randoms? I don't expect more from randoms, but I do expect them to be better. You can use statistics and stuff and twist it all you want, right? But if that's your whole like talking point and that's the only thing you have to explain why a company is dying, that's not a very good talking piece, right? And the thing is too, they overlook some of the data just for their own narrative. But he is real, and that's a lot more than some. I know, and that's the thing that people might like from him, but I don't like that personally. I think if his real personality is just to be an asshole, I don't like that. And I'm not just saying that because he said artists need to like find a better job and art is dead and all that stuff, and he's supporting the AI movement. That's part of it, but just saying his opinion on some pieces and how unsympathetic he can be, and I get it. He talked about it, how he doesn't have much empathy, but I personally prefer the chill Asmongold, his actual like the person behind it. Like, I get the whole Asmongold thing is like his personality, and that's the thing that gets successful, which is just going back on the idea of negativity is what breeds success.
Asmon is very surda.
Yeah, I'd rather see his more like, what's his name?
Level.
Yeah, I'd rather see his Zach persona more, where he's just like chilling, talking about some pieces and stuff like that, more than like, hey, you're a complete idiot. You know? That's my opinion piece though. He got big on WoW, and WoW is very toxic. I do hear drama and gossip like that, but be careful. Yeah. The reason I would check out videos like that is just to see like the surface level that I could do some research on.
Cube would cost 122.
Oh, he is so purely innocent in that mindset because it is not going to be 122. I don't think it's even going to be 200, honestly. What is this cute music?
$1,200, but as someone who built it, it ain't gonna be that much.
I want to say it's probably gonna be estimated like 600, 700. That's my ballpark guess, right? I could be wrong. I don't know much about parts or pieces, but based on the fact that they're going to try to make it play modern games, I would say it's around that price. Someone, not someone. Yeah.
Average estimate, $1,200. You could get 5x better. Wanna throw a random number and say you predicted the future if you guess right?
Alright guys, I'm gonna make this post, and if this happens, I will draw everybody's profile pictures on stream. I've seen a lot of those kind of posts. It's like, okay, if this Nintendo Direct shows Pikachu, I will draw 1,000 Pikachus for everybody.
Whoa. Alin Laphel bleed middle.
That's me, guys. Hey, Owo. It's good to not be in the loop, but you don't want to end up co-hosting a podcast with a bad person? What do you mean by that? Huh? How do you mean? Where do you mean? When do you mean? I think, like I said before, more than ever nowadays, it's very important to have your own opinion piece, you know? Something that you could say for yourself and say like, yes, this is what my opinion on this matter is. Rather than relying on the words of a creator or an influencer. More so than ever, it's very important to stay or be independent in your opinions and not get influenced. Here we go.
Think critically for yourself, don't follow or be afraid of what others think of you.
Yeah. You know, you just had to be able to distinguish what's your ideas and what's other people's ideas. And it's hard. I won't lie. Like I said, back then when I was younger, I used to be on the whims of other people's opinions. And nowadays I feel free of it. Like back then, especially back in high school and middle school and maybe early college, I would not play specific games because I was scared of what other people would think of me. And then like when I heard someone call that game garbage, I would not play it. You know? I never really thought for myself. I just went off of what people said. That's why I played things like
this sailing guy.
Yeah.
Whatever he says goes.
That's why I played things like Call of Duty and stuff.
On 3C.
Yeah. Yeah. Only listen to my opinions. The podcast that had the dog shot guy as a co-host and ended up being a very bad breakup. Dang. I didn't know about that. I'm never gonna shock you, dog. Oh, he's just sleeping in my lap. He's such a spoiled baby. This is why when I saw that video about the guy who shocked the dog, I forgot his name. Hassan? When he said that his dog is spoiled, that's not a spoiled dog. This is a spoiled dog. I say as he sits on my lap and sleeps on it while I draw. This 100% is the spoilest of dogs. When someone co-hosts with a bad person, I tend to assume that they're bad. Yeah, I think that's the thing though. Some people are a little ignorant for their co-hosts, and it makes sense why, because some people don't do the research. But yeah, I don't think that guy really deserves a platform. The dog shocking guy. The more I hear about him and the more clips I see of him, it just makes me feel, yeah, messy about it. It doesn't help too. For some reason, the dog shot guy, Hassan, seems to double down, triple down, quadruple down. He's so down with his like things he says that he's down in a hole right now. It's crazy how down he is. You thought I was down bad? Wait until you see this guy. He's praising the CCP? What's a CCP? It's not a certainty though. I see. The thing is, like, I'm not even judging this with the video of other people. I'm judging this based on the clips I saw of him, right? And you can say, yes, it was just 1 or 2 moments. But those 1 or 2 moments shout a lot about his personality. As to someone who doesn't know anything about him, this is my first impression of him. And based on the fact that he's done this at his worst, I hate to see what he is at a normal basis. He's in China? What about China? Wait, who's in China? We're talking about Hassan still? Is Hassan's name the forbidden one? If you say his name, you get banned from Twitch. do I make these two bigger? Okay, yeah. Oh, interesting. What's he even doing in China? There we go. He's always on about how everything's against America's good. That's weird. I don't know. I feel like at this point, he's just rage baiting. There's no way he's a real person. I don't know anything about the guy, but everything he's done, it feels like a comical villain. Every clip I've seen of him, he doesn't feel like a real person. He's like a comic book villain. There we go. Cute. Question, has anyone done Oktoberfest? Is Oktoberfest inside or outside? This looks like inside a building. But then again, these ones look outside. I kind of like the back shot of this one. The back shot on this one looks nice. I'll use this for the inspiration for the back shot. He was born to a rich family. That makes it even weirder. Isn't like, I don't know about anything about China, but aren't they still communists? Socialists? I don't remember which one it is. There was some sort of ist.
Alin likes backshots, huh?
I knew somebody was gonna say something like that. I will own up to it. No, I don't. Haven't done it. There we go. I'm hungry. I kind of want to go for like a Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel. I'll have to draw a beer on their table. Okay, let's draw some simple trees in the background for her. There we go. Maybe a little bit lighter. And then we'll draw the tree stump. He started a different drama outlet. How streaming is. Yeah, I don't think he's a real person. He sounds like a rage baiter now. The more we talk about him, the more it feels like he's not even a real person. He's just a rage baiter. I don't think communism, but I think they practice economically. But yeah, he's not like somebody I would watch on a normal basis. Like, ever. Basis. Okay. Should we do like a pillar on behind Katie? That way it's like a bungalow? A boogaloo? Electric boogaloo? Let's see. There you go. Just gonna make like my own framework here. I'm not even gonna try to use what's it called? Any guiding lines. Okay. I don't know anything about structural support and mechanical designs, teehee.
At Fenrir PC her. So a bottom femboy.
No, guys, we're past the femboy arc, just like we're past the mommy arc. Just because I still use Super Creek doesn't mean anything. Okay, I'll say so. He doubled down.
Alin is headline on the news.
Teehee. You're gonna collapse the building? No, that's not how this building works. Watch this. Maybe we'll use like a...
It's not a phase, I swear, Alin.
It's 100% not a phase. Because it's not, it's not true!
So you admit IT?
No, I realized the mistake of my words.
Alin 2025.
Stop it! I'm imagining like Oktoberfest has these little lacy things. I don't know. I've never been to Oktoberfest, and I imagine they have like little light bulbs on it. I won't lie, I don't know what I'm doing here with this backdrop. I'm gonna draw some beer for them. Alright, now let's just blur both of them. There you go. My shortcut to making things look good is just blur it. There you go. Blur it, and let's add like a sidewalk too. That sounds great. The building is held up by Oktoberfest spirit. Yeah! The power of beer and this hammer I found. Okay. We'll add a little bit of sidewalk too for everything.
If only that worked till, without my glasses life would be up.
I know! Oh. Okay, something like this. Be a little brighter. There you go. And then we'll blur that too. There you go. Nice and blurred background. And then I think the last thing I have to do is just draw like some kegs of beer. Not kegs. What did they call it? Pitchers? What's it called with the big old cup? What did you call that? Pint? What is this thing called? Pitcher? It's not really a pitcher because you don't pour it. Oh, we should add like some effects behind Fufu because she's supposed to be very cute speaking German.
Jug.
A jug? Is that a jug? Would you call that a jug? Okay.
Keg.
No, keg is like a barrel.
Nuts.
Someone banned somebody.
Mug.
Mug. Maybe a mug, but no, mugs are usually like smaller. Oh, I found it. Stein. Stein. Okay.
It's not a stain.
Is it not Stein? Why is this described as that then?
Are you listening to Google Eye?
No, I'm looking at the picture.
It lied to me. I'm never trusting it again.
I'm not reading Google AI. I'm looking at what's it called? This item that's on sale. It's called a Stein. Like this picture I pulled it from, it was on Amazon. But then again, Amazon is not the best place for tags. She had with German noises. I was thinking about that, but I'll see what she says she wants, but for now I think this is pretty good as it is. Very simple, very cute.
I literally searched beer mug and I found your image.
Really? Oh. That was weird. Hello? Uh-oh. I'm saving my program because for some reason things are going weird. My pen is not working. My controller? Why is my pen controller not working? Google AI is a liar? Yeah. Even more so reason why I don't trust AI. I go out of my way to not use AI. You can use AI all you want, guys, but I'm never gonna use it. Never! The only reason I would use it is for a parody and funny business, like making a little chatbot Alin who talks back to me, just like how Cece did it. I love that stream. That gave me a really fun idea if I could do that. Too bad I don't know a darn thing about coding. Alright, I gotta finish this up soon because my dog is like walking around. I think he needs to go pee.
The one who played Persona 4 on AI Run Kappa. My question to Google I, does this shows to other users? Google I, no it doesn't, but you can share it this way. My co-worker tested it shows for him. I
did it on Persona 3 too, which was for the PSP. When I played PSP version of Persona 3, I set it to AI only. Because that's the way I see it. That's the proper way to play Persona. I hate that like Persona lost that whole nice sense of like you just have to use AI. When the AI try to scan your art.
Oh, talking about rage beta.
Tell me about your rage baiter.
The Windows CEO is a master one at that.
Why is that? What happened with Windows? Let me see.
He calls Windows a agentic operating system and everyone loves it.
What the heck does that mean? I swear these terminologies companies are using are crazy. Yabai desu ne? Does the foam spill out from your beer? I don't think so, right? If it's spilling out, people don't like that, right?
AI, connected to the web, Bing search in search bar, weather in taskbar, etc.
That didn't answer my question. What the heck does agentic mean?
Mugs, it's nice.
I see. And I'll have it spill out a little bit.
All of the above I just said, you doofus.
Is there a definition to it though? Let's see.
Look at your ref, you can see some of it.
It's not spilling out. You know, on days like this though, when it's rainy like this, I don't really like to take my dog out because he gets really messy. I usually have to like take him under awnings and stuff. So as soon as I'm done streaming, I'll probably take him out. What do I want to make for dinner though? What did I decide to make for dinner? Was I going to eat a katsu sandwich? No, I was going to make a katsu bowl. Or oyakudan. Yeah, I think I'm going to make an oyakudan bowl.
It's all the way to the edge at the top here.
This feels like a Vocaloid. What game was this from?
Also, why is your dog not stuck in the same place for 12 hours in a row?
I don't know. Let me call him over. Come here, dog! Come here! Come on, boy! I thought that was gonna get him here. Come here, boy! Come here! Where'd that dumb dog go? Give me a second. Let me think what he's doing. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? You're looking at me.
Windows is evolving into an agentic OS, connecting devices.
Who's a big baby? I love you. You're such a big baby.
Work anyway. Plot twist. No one wants Windows to evolve this way, and it's just bloating for 99.9% of the users, making it the worst OS for the average users. Alin on his way to find his house full of.
Come here. Let me finish up the drawing, and I'll take you out. Okay? On his way to find his house full of pee. Oh, you're such a cute dog. I'm scratching your butt, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm scratching your butt, and there's 100% nothing you can do about it. I'm bigger than you. You have no control over me. Evolving the agentic OS. So basically, it's trying to be like supplementary. Bloat. On his way. Oh, I read that. It's a digital clanker? Wasn't there like people on Twitter getting offended by the word clanker? I thought that was a thing for a while. For some reason there was like a weird Twitter arc for a while where people were getting really offended by the word clanker and like saying like you shouldn't be saying that. Which, granted, I think as most people who were doing that were just like not being serious, but for all I know, I might be wrong.
People are offending at the smallest thing, lol.
Yeah, pretty much. Those are the people I muted too. The people who are getting offended by something like that. They're probably clankers too. Because like, I remember it was a weird conversation piece because they were saying like, we shouldn't be saying those words.
Behavior.
Yeah. Okay. This makes me wonder what idiot would program a robot to be offended. They're trying to give it free will after all. It's gonna be like Detroit, Return to Summer. Or what was that movie or was that game called? That movie. Detroit, Return of Robot?
Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, that one. It's just like that. Okay.
Asus ROG Matrix Platinum RTX 5090 launches today at €4,099. I swear the market is reached.
What is that pricing? That's not American, but I could tell that's already really expensive.
Now I'm imagining how the game would be like with those titles XD.
There you go. Let me go finish this up and then we'll call it a day.
$4,767
Who's gonna buy that?
Keck. I could buy a better car than what I have with that money.
There you go. All done-ish. Free will for a robot seems kind of pointless and evil at most, yeah? You're giving something the ability to get offended for some reason. I drew one singular beer. But watch this, chat. Watch this. The power of Photoshop. 2 beers. There you go. What's that?
The handle looks untextured, lol.
It is untextured. Look, you don't pay me to be untextured.
Beer disappear.
Glug glug glug. The background is, what's it called? Just a side thing.
Exposing Alin.
You could expose me all you want, but I am not here to draw a really good background. The focus is on the characters. Okay. I'm gonna go add one little thing and I'll consider it done. There we go. Alright, all done. I'll send it to Fufu and see how she likes it. But with that said, I'm done here. I finish up another thumbnail. Just gotta keep working. Okay. I hope she doesn't notice that I misnamed it Fifi. I probably should fix that one day. Alright, let me go send this to Fufu and see how she likes it. Came out really cute though. I like the way it looks. Here's how it came out. Anything need revising? There you go. All right. Good morning, good evening. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Don't worry, guys. There's more drawing where that comes from. Look how productive we are. We used to just get distracted and just get like outlines done. But this is the second day in a row I got a full thumbnail done. 2 days in a row. Yeah, let's go. We finished like Katie's thumbnail on Wednesday. We finished Fufu's today. Okay, and then we had to like...
55.
No. Technically...
Very inclined to troll Alin and reply with everything to his
No.
question.
Just because I've had 35 commissions, don't get canceled. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. I would drop you guys off, but I'm feeling a little tired. I used a lot of brain power, so I'm gonna take the dog out. I'm gonna eat some dinner. I'm gonna take a quick nap.
You make 1 commission, 5 other appears.
No, it's more like I finish up 3 a day, 2 to 3 a day, and I get 1 more. Actually, I got like 2 last night for some reason. Let me see. Let me check really quick. For some reason, I don't know why I keep getting commissions. I really appreciate for Christmas gifts. No. Okay, looks like I'm not getting any commissions right now. Let's say Alin. Oh, maybe I should start saying that. Don't drop me. Should we just drop you guys off at Henya's? Do you guys... Oh, who's a cute dog? He's trying to climb up on me. Oh, who's that? I'm gonna... you're so cute. I'll never put a shock collar on you. Oh, I can't believe that terrible monster has done that to their poor baby.
Piss his pants.
Yeah, piss my pants. Alright. Let me see. Is Henya even online? Should we even raid Henya? I think I'm gonna call it a night here though. I'm gonna take a quick nap.
Collar when you got thunder powers.
If anything, out of that whole situation, I think the funniest thing is the memes that happened. I love it. It's so dumb. Alright though, thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna jump off, take a nap, eat some food, and get some rest. And then take my dog out. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for more art where I keep on drawing non-stop. Wait, we should call this non-stop Nart November. Non-stop Nart November. What's the N word for drawing? Do we have like an N word for drawing? Maybe I should make my own word. Or maybe I just stop before I say something offensive. Bye. Have a good night. What should I eat for dinner? Yeah, I like that. No noobs November. No noobers. Newbie. Newbie dooby doo.